We just saw a few different replays there. The one against Dragon Link, I was just kind of curious to see like what Imperm on the Dragon Maid in the very beginning would do depending on his hand. I assumed he would play through it rather well, but we had another Imperm and a Droll, so I was confident he wasn't going to be able to do a whole lot against us. I do not recommend shotgunning your negate on the normal summons such as we did there. I was just kind of curious to see what would happen because I knew I had the cards to fail off and protect me if it did not work out, which it did not work out. So what's going on, guys, and welcome back. We just saw those replays. This is our deck. This is what we're going to talk about today. So let's get right on into it. We got double Buster Blader, the Destruction Sword Master, because it is better than the vanilla Buster Blader. Obviously the vanilla actually is an effect monster, but let's be real, it doesn't really have a whole lot. This guy, you're not really summoning him too often, like hardly at all, if at all. But if you do, he's got an effect that's kind of useful, I guess. So I guess that's why we're doing it. Plus, you can always discard it off your memories to summon the other one if, you know, that's the play you want to make. So, I mean, like, there's little niche uses, but so it's there. 2 of them because we don't want to draw it and not be able to use our play. So odds of opening 2 are very, very poor. 3 Buster Whelp. And that's it for our Buster Blader monsters. Buster Blader, Dogmatika, Dragoon, cramming a lot into a little deck. We want to get to our prologue all the time. We want to search our prologue. You know, it's getting to prologue. And then we have the Ecclesia. Weird that they're separated. 2 Ecclesia, 1 Fleur. Nadir can grab it back from the graveyard, but I do actually prefer to have 2 of them just for the grind game and as we go on. Plus, opening one of these 5 is never a bad thing. 1 Fleur. The extra disruption and just turning Nadir into like the crazy combo because you Nadir, send Titaniclad, and then you have everything you need. We are playing Dragoon Turbo, so you need Red Eyes and Dark Magician along with a Red Eyes Wyvern, 3 Drone Lockbirds. So ideally you could play 3 Lancia here too. We want a high impact hand trap, so I'd probably go with one of those. I mean, we do have 3 Imperm that you can see down later. If you wanted to take out like the 3 Droll, 3 Imperm, and play like 6 different hand traps, that's perfectly fine. 3 Nadir, 3 Red Eyes Fusion, 2 Red Eyes Insight. So we're playing like the 5 here, the 5 there, and a whole bunch for the prologue, because we are playing 3 Pot of Disparity, or Prosperity, sorry, name change. So the odds of digging through your deck and finding them are really, really good. And instead of playing like 6s without the pots just give you that extra versatility to see what you need. Plus, it's fantastic ash bait to make sure your Red Eyes Fusion resolves as well. So Potted Prosperity, is really, really strong and good in the deck, and really helps bring everything together more consistently. 3 Dark Ruler. I don't care if I don't deal damage, I'm going to set up my turn, I'm going to set up my board, I'm going to set up my lock, and I'm going to win then because of it. So if I completely break your field and set up my board, I win. So I don't mind not doing damage that one turn. 3 Prologue, 2 Memories, 2 Punishment, 3 Imperm, and 2 Trap Trick. This is kind of why we went to Imperm, because say you open like Nadir and Whelp, like that means you have the Buster Lock, you have your Punishment, you got the Fluer, like you have all that, and you have Trap Trick. Well, the other cards aren't really that great, like, so you can just Trap Trick into an Imperm if you want. So that's why we are playing Imperm, and Trap Tricks just help because, again, 3 Prologue and 2 Trap Trick, so 5. If you open like your Prologue with your Red Eyes Fusion, obviously that's really good because you get a Dragoon, and then you're going to have the Buster Lock on top of it. 2 Buster Fusions. I mean, realistically, you don't go into this or the Buster Dragon too often, but I have had it come up a couple times because we are playing 2 Memories, 2 Blader. So if you don't actually open any of them, you can resolve the Prologue combo twice, which is kind of nice because I've had people out it, and then you do it again, and then you win. Titaniclad, a couple in Tis, the 1 Chimera Rafflesia. You won't be able to summon it the next turn, but it is just a nice way to get that Red Eyes Fusion to your hand. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, double Buster Blader, or Buster Dragon, sorry. And then the 1 Red Eyes. Oh my goodness, we need to go to bed apparently because we cannot talk or read. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Since we lose our Buster Dragon anyway the turn after Prologue, if you can't win, but say you have Whelp in hand, you can normal your Whelp and then make a Hot Red Abyss. So good just way to keep your board presence up and get a really strong boss monster. 1 Linkuriboh, 1 Anima for the toolbox, 1 Tri-Brigade Fairjit, hopefully I'm saying that, Fairyjit, however you say it, the Baron Blossom. So essentially with this, your hand's not the greatest. You Nadir Servant, and or like if you want to just like dig in your deck, you Nadir Servant, you send this and search out your Ecclesia, and then you get to draw a card and put one of your bricks back into the deck. So not only can you put the Buster Blader or the Memories back into your deck, you also get to draw a card. So I do really like it in that regard. The 1 Anaconda, we hardly ever actually use it, but it's, we have the toolbox, we have the space, and it's there for that reason, just in case we don't have it turn 1. Turn 2, you put up a couple monsters, dump the Red Eyes Fusion. And similar to Hot Red Abyss, we have the Buster Blader, Blackluster Soldier. Oh, I seriously apologize, guys. I cannot talk in this video. Blackluster Soldier, getting a reprint, by the way. Gosher is going to look amazing as just another way to make most use out of our Buster Dragon. It's going to take 2 other cards. Sorry, but it does put out a very strong boss monster, and again, you're losing your Buster Dragon at the end of the turn, so why not get your use out of it while you can? So this is our take on Buster Blader Dogmatika Dragoon. The mouthful, the deck full. It's actually really strong, pretty consistent, and really, really fun to play. Let us know down below what your thoughts are. Comment, talk, like, share, subscribe, all of those great things. Till next time, guys, take care.